Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Stride Gamer here, bringing you amazing Anno 1800 news, or let's say Anno in general news. If you missed it, today was the day for the stream, 6th of December. We knew it was coming, a stream talking about the next Cosmetic DLC, also the new game mode that's called Eden Burning. We're gonna talk about it, but on top of that, a lot of other things. So today is a big day for Anno. Let's dive right in. If you missed this stream, of course, I will put it in the description below and you can check it out. First of all, as I said, we got two big news around the DLC and the new game mode, which are actually now called scenarios. I'm gonna talk about it, but before we dive into that, actually, one thing you probably want to get to right away is connect to your Ubisoft Connect. Click here, you see that as part of the 35 years anniversary of Ubisoft, they're giving Anno 1404 History Edition, so the new edition that was sort of released, I think it was last year or earlier this year, of the game, you know, in terms of newer. They revamp the graphics, things like this, to be able to run also on newer computers. So you can get it for free. You have to claim it by either going into your game or clicking here, etc. You just claim it between now and the 12th of December, and then you can play it forever. It's yours. You can keep it, play it forever. So definitely jump at that. This is free, no string attached. I definitely suggest it. If you don't know Anno 1404, many people today are still saying this is the best. My opinion, Anno 1800 is still better, but that's definitely a good one. And also don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you're interested in me showing some of these on the channel. Now, going back to some of the news, as I said, there's a big day because even on top of this new scenario and the DLC, actually at the end of the stream, we got some big news. Obviously, everybody was just asking in the comments, what about Season 4? What about Season 4? We have talked about it in the past. I've shared a few of my thoughts on what the Season 4 could mean. And actually now it is there. We know that Season 4 is coming. Let me just relaunch quickly this teaser. We can all look at it together. Only 45 seconds. Here it is, ladies and gents, Season 4 it has been announced. This is now official, this is not a prank. We'll be able to see it very soon. It is even confirmed on Anno Union. We'll get into that. But before, indeed, let's talk quickly about first the Cosmetic DLC. And for the Cosmetic DLC, just a couple of things I wanted to show you. Sorry about that. So a few things I wanted to show you is, if you saw my video from earlier this week around this Cosmetic DLC, there was a big worry around not being able to in a sense, mass change the skins of your building, because if you had to do them one by one, that will really be annoying. And actually now they've shown how it's gonna work. It's gonna work with this new tool that you can see here. This is a new one here, where with this you can paint a number of buildings at once. Sorry, I didn't note exactly at what time they were doing it. Probably around here. Give me just 1 second. So you can see here the different skins, they're changing one by one, but with this tool, we're gonna see it pretty quickly. yeah, here they're using the tool. You see, you select a number of buildings, you paint, in a sense, the painting tool, and it's going to change the skin of all of them. So that's really good. I think with this cosmetic DLC is definitely worth it for all beauty builders out there. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So that was the first thing around the cosmetic DLC. If you want more information about it, don't hesitate to check out my previous video on it. Then they spent quite a bit of time, and that was great, on the new scenario. We also have a dev blog about it. You can see this new scenario is basically a new region in a sense, but it's actually not part of your sandbox of your campaign. It's going to be on the side. So from the menu, you'll be able to access the scenario and then start it. And you'll get into that map, to that unique map, which is like the new world. You see, it's the new world. It's also Isabella. You're playing as her. And we're going to talk about some of it. I won't go into too much detail around it right now. I'll do a follow-up video to give you all of the details on how to prepare and what we know and what we don't know about it. But just to give you a quick overview, this dev blog. We'll look at it. As I said, you're playing as Isabel Sarmento from the New World. The P4ians have basically destroyed this whole island, so we're gonna need to sort of rebuild it in a sense, but with very, very new mechanics. So that's really interesting. The game is, everybody's gonna have to relearn a bit some of those things. For example, fishing impact the water quality. Cutting down trees, if they're not replanting, will impact your eco balance. And we'll have three things. One is the water, one is the soil, and one is the air. And of course, you want to be in the green. Go in the positive. They've also shown that this apparently will be quite a challenging experience that we probably will have to do several times before winning it. In particular, if you want to win the gold, because there's going to be 3 levels: the silver, the bronze, silver, and gold. So that's also important, because I was fearing that this was maybe something you'll do once and then you're done and you never look at it again. But it seems that because of this difficulty, we'll have to play it a few times. And also something I really liked is that here each level will provide a reward. This reward is then unlocked for all your regular campaigns and sandbox games. So once again, something I really like, because it's not you do it on one side, on the side, and it doesn't impact anything. It actually does. There's the reason to do it for your sandbox games. I don't know what that reason is, because we don't have a lot of information at this point on the reward. But yeah, that's at least very, very cool. I think this is the right direction. We've also seen a lot of, in the stream, a lot of mechanics that, again, I won't go into detail, but look out for a detailed video. And lastly, in that dev blog, they also talk about a new DLC, which is Plant Tree, a cosmetic DLC that would be quite even cheaper than normal cosmetic DLC, 2.99 euros instead of 4.99, and it's actually for a good cause. They won't make profit on it. All the money will go to ecology, a social enterprise dedicated to planting of trees. So really cool if you want to also support like this. But more importantly, let's talk quickly about season 4, because indeed we have season 4 confirmed. Once again, I'll do very shortly, maybe early tomorrow, another detailed video on season 4, but very a quick glance, that will obviously be for 2022, the whole year, 3 DLCs as always. And it will be focused on the new world, so not a new region, just the new world. Like season 3 was quite focused on the old world with the skyscrapers, for example. But they do announce that there's gonna be quite a few interesting things in the new world. and in part also new scenarios. So what we just talked about, the Eden burning, is a scenario, and it seems we're gonna get more, actually one per DLC, it seems. At least one new scenario with each DLC, so maybe even more if they get to that. One small thing to note is they say we plan to unveil them in March, so we probably won't hear too much right now, which probably is fine because we'll have our hands full with this new mode and new DLC, cosmetic DLC. There is also another cosmetic DLC coming in February, and this one, they've said that they've already decided what it is. We won't be voting for what it is, so we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know what else. Yeah, what will be yet. But yeah, big news once again. 4 things. One is Anno 1404 is free. Grab it as quickly as you can. Number 2 is the cosmetic DLC. We saw in-game what it looks like for the market, including a Christmas market coming from all of us, for all of us. Also this paint tool to make sure you can change the skin of many buildings across all of your city. Number 3, a lot of details on this new game mode. I'm quite excited about it. I hope you are too. Don't hesitate to share in the comments below what you thought about it, what you noted during the stream. And then fourth, last but not least, very important, season 4 is actually coming. This is confirmed. We'll have to discuss if it means they're postponing any new game, or if it's just also to help them have more time for this new game, or if they're just doing it in parallel because there's so many, it's so successful. They've also said that Anno 1800 had now reached 2 million players, which is definitely the most that any of the previous Anno has reached. So yeah, a lot of amazing news today. And remember that this new game update is coming next week, so it's not like we have a long time to wait for. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, don't hesitate to press the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, because of course I will be covering a lot of Anno, a lot of gameplay in the coming weeks and months, and I actually have a stream starting soon if you want to see it. Okay, and I hope to see you next time.